my son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Let's go one more. Come to my work. We want to.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on second and 13. Young finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Black 20. 56.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slack.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Able to fight through one tackle. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Hey, Mike 51. Target.
Twist on travel. Get it.
Following the interception, Young. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Army. 90 is a Mike. Blue Jay. Let's go.
The 2nd down throw for Young. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Tackle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
57's the Mike.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Here we go. 15-1. 51.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
230.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Yep. Ready.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Motion. Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, exit.
I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
Young to throw it. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey.
On the ground, it's Riddick. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 51.
Go.
Pick up the ball. Right here.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 51. Come on.
Hit it.
Now here's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Let's go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Get it.
Looking to throw, Young. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Ready?
Roethlisberger now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On the delay, here's Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set. 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready for this? They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from one 43 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Roethlisberger. And he gets it to Funchess complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, second goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jermaine Gresham, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
What's the run? They're running it.
5.
51 the mic, boy. 51. All day, baby. All day.
Hey, rock. Big river.
Off the play fake, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
51 tonight. I'm coming.
Go. On the ball. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 31, Redskins 7. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Slam. Hey, alert.
Here's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Yep.
First down, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
60 or.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Redskins' 28-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Strong. Go. All day. 6-6, bullet high. 90 is the mic. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Young, and that's Elliott, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Young, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 38, Redskins 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Mike's 56.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Hey. 56.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Hey, Zoo. Blue draw quarters.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Young on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Protein spill.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously,